on those calls. So with that being said, guys, I mean, let's look at the market right now. I mean, it's crazy because even this morning, as I was kind of looking at some things to talk about, we're now at a 794 billion market cap, guys. That's down a lot. I mean, even from a couple weeks ago, that's down. I know, obviously, people understand what's going on with FTX and that whole thing, and we'll get more into that. Let's kind of look at some of the coins. Bitcoin right now, right around the 15,800 mark. I think I saw it just before streaming around 15.7. And I'm telling you guys, there's some key areas, guys, that if it went past those key areas, I think the next thing that we're going to be looking at is about 14.5. We'll get into that. Right now, Ethereum is right around $1,100. I would definitely anticipate Ethereum, again, not financial advice, in my opinion, to be under $1,000 here in the next coming weeks. We've got BNB hovering just over 254. XRP, man, that's the coin. Love XRP. 35 cents. Look, guys, this is amazing, guys. I mean, with everything that, even though the market's bad, even though that all these things that we've got going on right now with FTX and all this negative things, and I really don't think that's over with. I think we've got a lot more downside, a lot more things negatively that's going to come out about FTX that is going to drive the price down, and some other things that we'll talk about as well. But to be able to look at XRP and say, hey, I can get 3 for $1 or close to 3 for $1, this is huge, man, because I really believe personally, again, not financial advice, that this coin was built to be a multi-$1,000 coin, and we can get into that at a different time. Cardano right around 30 cents. Doge. Doge was actually doing pretty good. That dog was up there for a minute, but now it's down to 7 cents. Polygon, right before all this happened, Polygon was actually doing very well, up over $1, and here we are back at 79. I told people that if we do go into this retracement that we're expecting for a 10K or less Bitcoin, I think it's going to be a great entry point for Polygon. I'm really excited about Polkadot, guys, because Polkadot is one of those coins, guys, that it really started my story. It started my journey when I got into crypto in 17 and kind of playing the trading game and so forth. And then I think it was 2000 when they did the redenomination of Polkadot from $300 to $3. I went all in on Polkadot, and that was a great coin for me. And I expect great things. To me, Polkadot is a coin that should be a few $100s. Again, with all this stuff that's going on in the industry, but it did get up towards that like 40 something odd, almost $50, back when Bitcoin was looking at 68,000. So I expect great things out of Polkadot. Tron sitting at 5 cents. Shiba Inu. I mean, that's a deal right now, guys. I mean, when you think about where we're at with Shiba back at the all-time high, and where we're sitting at right now, definitely packing my bags. And again, we'll get into that here in a little bit as far as dollar cost averaging. Solana, I feel bad for anybody who's gotten, I should say I feel bad for myself because I got a pretty big bag of Solana, and this has also been affected by the whole Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX fiasco that's going on right now. Uniswap sitting at about $5. Expect a lot of great things out of that. Avalanche, $11. Chainlink, I tell you what, I think this is also one of the most undervalued coin. Chainlink is going to be huge. Cosmos sitting around $9. Stellar, really excited about this project. I love XLM. I think they've got a bright future right up there with XRP. We got Algorand right now, 24 cents, and Kronos. Love Kronos. Love some Kronos, but it's funny because I get into that in another show, but had a little bit of an episode with crypto.com and NFTs that I wound up buying, and wound up not being a good situation. They had a scammer that was selling a bunch of NFTs on their platform. I actually helped take the scammers down because we'll get into another show with that, but probably lost somewhere between $10,000 and $12,000 in that. Thought that I would get a refund, being I helped bring that to a resolution. Didn't happen, but still love Crow. I got a very big position in Crow, and I'm looking at doubling that because that's how much I believe in the platform and the coin. But it was a very unfortunate situation that for a moment I was ticked off. I'm good now. We're good. I just chalk that up to the game. We'll make it back later. VeChain, guys, gotta love VeChain, sitting at just over 1 cent, guys. Look, this is, again, to me, in my opinion, not financial advice, one of the biggest hidden gems out there. VeChain. If you go out there and you Google VeChain and just Google VeChain partnerships, it will blow you away. And these are some of the things, guys, that you need to understand, and I'm gonna kind of get into that here in a second. But this is a time when things are going bad in the market, guys. This is when you should be doing your own research, right? Not just logging onto my show or to CKJ show or BitBoy or you know, these other influencers out here and seeing what we're saying, but go out there and do your due diligence on the coins that you're excited about, the coins that you have bought and put into your portfolio. It's not the time to sit around and just stare at charts. It's a time to go out there and be a great student. I always say when you change this, you change everything in your life, and it's something I had to work on myself, and that's one of the key reasons that I've been able to make a small fortune in this business, guys, is because I decided to be a great student. You know, if someone tells you that you can be a multi-millionaire or you have a multi-million-dollar business, let me see, I think this is over here, a multi-million-dollar business, will you play with that? You know, would you play with that opportunity? I don't think so. So, you know, you got to treat it like a multi-million-dollar business. You got to study the industry. You got to be passionate about the project and understand, because that can also save you from getting wrecked. Now, there are unfortunate situations like FTX, FTT, Sam Bankman-Fried. I think that's one of the biggest scandals in all of crypto. You know, it's very unfortunate because coming off of, you know, the Celsius deal, the Terra Luna deal, and then to have something like this, and even in that whole ecosystem of what FTT represents and the different projects that was a part of that ecosystem, I still think there's a lot of people that's still going to be affected. You see things in the news right now with Genesis and with Gemini and all those things. So I just think we're this is far from over. And I also think that there's other things that we have. It's funny because this happened during a time that we were still waiting for the market to adjust to, you know, inflation and adjust to interest rates and adjust to, you know, the real estate crisis is going on around the world, and the energy crisis. And then you got all that and you wrap that up with money printing and so forth. And so, you know, it wasn't bad enough that we were waiting for that to affect the market, right? But then this happens. And so I just think that for anyone who's trying to call out bottoms or saying this is it and we're going to the moon, okay, yeah, that's not happening. So expect further downside. Again, not financial advice, just the way I'm playing it. And so one of the things I have here, we talked about is do your own research, but also dollar cost averaging, guys, is very, very important. Have some type of plan, you know, which is the next thing. Have some type of plan, guys. Make sure that you have a plan in place, because if not, then your emotions can get you wrecked, right? A lot of times you don't have a plan. You're all in this coin. You've put a bunch of money in because you thought maybe 20,000 was the bottom. All of a sudden we're at 15,000 some change. You think that's the bottom. And a lot of times what happens, we're pulling money out, trying to buy back in. And, you know, it's hard to time the top. It's hard to time the bottom. I always say the best thing to do is dollar cost average, regardless of where it's at. Because if you understand that at one point Bitcoin was $68,000, if you believe in Bitcoin, understand the adoption, we haven't even really gotten into mainstream adoption. And you understand when you're looking at, you know, these different countries and different governments and all these celebrities and all these things that are backing this coin, and Fortune 500 companies and so forth and so on, people making it a legal tender and all these things. So when you understand that, you understand just like XRP was meant to be a multi-$1,000 coin, or Ethereum someday is in position to be a $100,000 coin. What do you think Bitcoin is in position to be, guys? Store of value. I'm telling you. So with that in mind, start positioning yourself now, dollar cost averaging, and not just dollar cost averaging in coins. I personally, myself, and again, this is not financial advice, I'm dollar cost averaging into stable coins. I'm getting ready because I understand that we're far from, in my opinion, the bottom. So let's pull up my Twitter page here, guys. Let's see here. Let's look at some of the things that's going on right now in the world of crypto. This was something that I found very interesting, guys. It says FTX user sues the Golden State Warriors for promoting crypto platform. This is very unfortunate, guys, and this kind of goes back to what's going on with FTX. You know, there's so many people that have been affected by this. You know, you see stories in there with Tom Brady, you see stories in there with Steph Curry, with Shaquille O'Neal. It goes off with like Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank and things. So, you know, people are pissed off, and that's one of the things that when I first saw this, I said people aren't going to be easy. They're not going to let this go, and they're looking to blame someone. Now, do I feel it's the Golden State Warriors fault? Do I think it's Steph Curry or Tom Brady or his wife's fault? No, I don't think so. I think they're just victims of circumstance. Now, you know, is there a certain responsibility for promoting a coin? I mean, of course, but that's no different than me saying, or, you know, my guy CK or anybody promoting crypto.com and something goes wrong with that, and then people come back and sue me. I mean, come on, I didn't know. I mean, you know, I'm just like everyone else. I believe in what I believe in. I've done my due diligence. Everything looks good. But how do you tell when people are doing things, you know, behind the scenes that are not on the up and up. How do you tell that, right? How do you know that people, one of my biggest things is I always say never sacrifice integrity for growth. But obviously, that's what Sam Bankman-Fried and a lot of people associate with that. And now this stuff is going into, uh, you know, politicians, and it's just crazy, guys. So right here it says, by the way, if you're just starting out, forget about your bias when it comes to trading. It doesn't matter if you're bearish or bullish. Who cares? What matters is that you understand BTC can move in either direction. You must have a plan. You must have a what? I think I got up here. What? Must have a what? Oh, 68J knows what he's talking about. You must have a plan. Have a plan in place, guys. I didn't get lucky. I had a plan. I started off with 15,000, and yeah, so I turned that into life-changing, a life-changing opportunity, not just for me and my family. Here's another thing while we're on this, guys. It's never too late. This, to me, and I'm gonna say this, Amika, how you doing, my friend? My little sister Amika, Dora. Let me throw a couple of shout outs here, guys. We got Dora, we got Beekeeper, we got Mike Collins in the house. Let's see, we have Bullish Kenny G, Dore, I think is how Dora had told me to say it. Mike Collins, who else we have out here? Dave Adams, appreciate you. Josh, my man Josh. Got a lot of love for Josh and David. These guys are one of the reasons that this channel is up and helped me put all this together. And right now Dave is live. He can actually help me control everything. He was the guy who was bringing Antoine in and out and so forth. So got a great team. I'm so excited. And before I actually move on, let me send some thank yous out, and rightfully so. Let me thank CKJ and the IBF family for allowing me to co-host and be a part of their show. My background is 25 years in business, guys. I'm not new to helping people. I'm not new to trying to help other people win. As you look at my intro, you'll see me on some of the biggest stages in the world, and we'll talk about that more tomorrow with my little sister Amika and Amika Vogler and my little brother John Singh. Not literally, but just how that relationship that we built. One of the things that you got to see us, like I said, out there in orphanages, helping people on some of the biggest stages, no matter what it was, whether it's a room of 5 people or 15,000. I've done that, and so I say that because I love helping people. That's my background. You guys see me giving away things as we're getting ready to do right now. We're gonna do some giveaways, but I've been doing that my whole life. This is not new to me. The only thing that's new to me is using this YouTube platform. But my story has been incredible, and I've accomplished a lot of great things. I've been very fortunate. I'm very humbled and very blessed to be able to be in the position I'm in right now. And so I just want to thank again CKJ. I see my sister Akesia. What's up, sis? My little sister Keisha out there. Again, these are people, when I say little sister, little brother, these are people that I've developed relationships over time. Shane Sullivan, appreciate you, my brother. Much love, Shane. He's a legend. Mike Collins, bro. I can't say enough about Mike Collins. Much love to you, my brother. So, again, guys, this is not new to me. What was new to me is just the platform or the situation of doing on YouTube. And I remember over the years as I was helping a lot of people, and I was one of those guys that people would reach out to me in different groups, whether it's my trading group, the IBF group, or just other groups that I was in. Hey, man, tell me about your story. Can you help us out? And I developed some really good relationships and amazing brother type relationships with some guys out there. Anthony Thomas, Iron Man, and Michael Griff. Griff is my man, amazing guy. Deshaun Bladen and all those guys, we've developed some really great relationships because I was helping them, they helped me, and so that's what this is all about. But again, just want to say thank you to Bullzilla for having me on the show and for allowing me to. And actually, he was one of the guys that Jay, many people are doing it, but he's like, Jay, come on, you got a certain talent, Jay, you got a certain skill set, and so I definitely appreciate him pushing me. And so my goal is to try to stream around him days that he can't stream or whatever. But just if he streams at 1, I'll stream at 10 or something or whatever. Like tomorrow's going to be 8 because that was the best time that worked out for for the 2 guests that are going to be on tomorrow. I've got a lot of celebrities, guys, dozens of celebrities, dozens of multimillionaires that I want to bring on, just talking about how they've made it, their mindset, the things that they do. It's funny, and by the way, Antoine Tanner is in my Crypto for Life personal group. One guy that shocked me yesterday that came in, his name is Steve Carter, multi-millionaire. I'm trying to set up something for either Thursday or Friday with him and or his wife. This guy is a legend in the speaking game and the business game. They've been featured in Forbes magazine as a couple, individually, powerhouse, amazing. legends in the game. And so it'd be amazing for me to have him on. He's in our Telegram group. And so I've got a lot of celebrities. I got some athletes. I've got some multi-million-dollar investors and so forth like that. And again, these are just friends of mine over the years that are excited about crypto and showing their support for Crypto for Life and our family. So again, a special thank you to Dad Bods. We're going to be working with them as well. A crazy story with Dad Boss, how I met those guys, Googling, if something in my area. Started off great, had a couple little bumps, but then ended up phenomenal. And I ended up getting or gaining some brothers out of that. Some guys that I definitely have a lot of love, respect for, with Dave and Josh. And the loyalty that they showed me and helping me put all this together. Amazing project. I'm excited about it. I'm a part of it. As is Antoine. We've got other celebrities that are jumping on board, like we have Juju Hughes, who's an NFL player. We have Marcus Anthony, who's one of Jamie Foxx's first athletes. We got so many people that are a part of that whole up and coming opportunity with Dad Boss. So I'm really excited. Really good guys, and we'll talk more about them. But appreciate you guys, big time guys. Let's see here. Besides that, let's go back into here. So we were talking about some of the things that's going on right now in the market. Right here it says, according to a court filing on November 20th, guys, FTX Trading Ltd owes its top creditors over $3 billion. How do you owe $3 billion? What about all the little guys? I mean, top creditors, top investors. How many people you think got wrecked? And I was reading some of the stories online where it's talking about people who've lost 300,000, 50,000, 10,000, 5,000. There's just so many people been affected by this. And because we've gone long, guys, I won't get too much into the news. I know I kind of went over with Antoine and definitely think that was worth it. Just want to touch on a couple other things. It says just below 51% as far as where Bitcoin is in the red right now. A lot of crazy stuff going on. And again, guys, I just really feel like I like Michael Sayer. He says, if you want to compare Bitcoin to something else, compare it to fire, the number 0, the wheel, the printing press, or electricity. It's a one of one. There's nothing like it, guys. There's nothing like it. And I'll tell you, I could spend another hour just talking about why I'm passionate about Bitcoin, crypto, various projects. But again, I won't get too much in that. Hopefully you guys caught, maybe CKJ and some of the other guys out there. And I'm a big fan. Here's another thing I want to say before getting into the giveaway, which we're going to get into right now. I'm a big fan of anyone doing the right thing in crypto. I'm not biased. I'm not about tribalism. I'm not about down talking people. I'm not about shilling. I'm not going to sit there and talk about, like, for an example, what happened with me with crypto.com. It was unfortunate. I was pissed off at a moment, but I chalked it up. I'll move on, and that's it. The biggest thing, whenever anytime anything happens to someone, and this is one of the biggest reasons I decided to move forward and be more aggressive with this show and be on at least 3 or 4 days a week, is because I have a voice. And that voice is not just about crypto, it's about the success and the things that I've done in my life to be successful. And I want to be able to share those things with everyone. And then when you take all those things that I've learned and the relationships and all the things that I've accomplished in my life, and I say that very humbly, and then you take a person who's so over the top OCD about being the very best, that's how you create millions in this industry. That's how I've had the success that I've had. And I want to go out there and give that back to each and every one of you guys that are part of the Crypto for Life family and Crypto for Life group. There's some things that I posted in the group about things we're going to be doing, like creating our own Crypto for Life wallet, which I'll be investing with and have some people like Dave and Josh and other people that are helping me with that. And everything that we earn from that wallet will go to the mods and to the admins and to the people who are helping out with the channel, because I'm one of those guys who believe in giving back. I'm not one of those guys who's trying to get rich in YouTube. I don't need the money like that. I'm good. It's about uplifting people. And if you guys tune in tomorrow with Amica Vogler and John Cena, you'll see exactly what I mean. I've been doing it my entire life. It's not since 2017. It's not since I got on YouTube. I've been doing this for a long time, guys. So definitely excited to be a part of the YouTube ecosystem and just having this platform